The assassination of John F. Kennedy, America's greatest conspiracy. It's November 22nd, 1963. The streets of Dallas, Texas, are packed with excited crowds. Children wave American flags, parents cheer, and cameras flash as President John F. Kennedy's motorcade makes its way through Dealey Plaza. The air is electric with hope, optimism, and admiration for the young, charismatic leader. But then, everything changes in an instant. Bang! A shot rings out. Bang! Another. The crowd freezes, confused. Then, panic sets in. President Kennedy slumps forward, his wife Jackie cries out, and Secret Service agents rush to action. The world stops as the 35th President of the United States is assassinated in broad daylight. But what really happened that day? Was it the work of a lone gunman, a conspiracy involving powerful forces, or something even darker? Today, we dive into the shocking murder of JFK, the unanswered questions, and the enduring mystery that changed America forever. Scene 2: The life and legacy of JFK. To understand the gravity of his assassination, we must first understand the man. John Fitzgerald Kennedy was a war hero, a senator, and eventually the youngest man ever elected as President of the United States. Taking office in 1961, JFK represented a new era for America, a symbol of hope and progress during a time of Cold War tensions, civil rights struggles, and growing technological ambitions. His famous words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," inspired millions. But his presidency wasn't without controversy. His handling of the Bay of Pigs invasion in Cuba and the Cuban Missile Crisis left him with enemies. His commitment to civil rights reform angered powerful political groups, and his ambitious vision for America's future threatened to upend the status quo. These factors make his death not just a tragedy, but a puzzle with countless pieces. Scene 3: The day of the assassination. Now let's return to that fateful day. It's 12:30 p.m. when the motorcade enters Dealey Plaza. President Kennedy, sitting in the open-top limousine with his wife Jackie by his side, waves to the crowd. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson rides a few cars behind. As the motorcade approaches the Texas School Book Depository, shots suddenly ring out. The first misses. The second strikes Kennedy in the back, exiting through his throat. The third is fatal, hitting him in the head and leaving Jackie scrambling onto the trunk of the car in desperation. Chaos erupts. The motorcade speeds to Parkland Memorial Hospital, where Kennedy is pronounced dead at 1 p.m. At just 46 years old, the vibrant, hopeful leader of a nation is gone. Scene 4: The arrest. Within hours, the police arrest a suspect, Lee Harvey Oswald, a 24-year-old former Marine with a shadowy history. Oswald had defected to the Soviet Union in 1959 before returning to the US with his Russian wife in 1962. He's found in a movie theater, armed and hostile, after allegedly shooting a Dallas police officer while fleeing the book depository. Witnesses place Oswald at the 6th-floor window of the depository where a rifle is discovered. Oswald denies the charges, claiming he's a patsy, but before he can stand trial, he's shot and killed by nightclub owner Jack Ruby on live television, a shocking twist that only deepens the mystery. Scene 5: The Warren Commission and the Lone Gunman Theory. In the wake of JFK's assassination, the Warren Commission is formed to investigate the murder. After months of interviews and analysis, it concludes that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. The report states that Oswald fired 3 shots from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository using a bolt-action rifle. The infamous magic bullet theory is introduced to explain how one bullet caused multiple injuries to Kennedy and Texas Governor John Connally. But almost immediately, skeptics begin poking holes in the report. Was it possible for Oswald to fire 3 accurate shots in such a short time? And why did Jack Ruby kill Oswald, silencing him forever? Scene 6. The Conspiracy Theories. Over the decades, countless theories have emerged, each more intriguing and chilling than the last. Some believe the CIA orchestrated the assassination in retaliation for Kennedy's failure to support the Bay of Pigs invasion, which left the agency humiliated. His push to dismantle parts of the intelligence community and his softer approach toward Cuba may have made him a target. JFK's brother, Robert Kennedy, aggressively pursued organized crime as Attorney General, angering powerful mob bosses. Could the Mafia have retaliated by targeting the president? Oswald's ties to the Soviet Union and his pro-Castro sentiments have fueled speculation that foreign governments played a role. Could this have been a Cold War revenge plot? Some argue JFK's push for nuclear disarmament and his desire to end U.S. involvement in Vietnam threatened the profits of defense contractors and military leaders. Was his death a means to preserve wartime economics? Perhaps the most enduring theory involves the Grassy Knoll. Many witnesses claimed they heard shots coming from this area, suggesting a second gunman. Could this point to a coordinated effort by multiple parties? Scene 7. Unanswered questions. Despite decades of investigations, documentaries, and declassified files, the mystery remains. The 1979 House Select Committee on Assassinations concluded that JFK was likely killed as part of a conspiracy, but failed to identify the culprits. Even recent releases of government files have done little to quiet the debate. Who truly benefited from JFK's death? And why have so many details been withheld from the public for so long? Scene 8. Recent news. Will the truth finally be revealed? In recent years, the JFK assassination has re-entered the spotlight thanks to renewed attention on classified files. In 1992, Congress passed the JFK Records Act, mandating that all government records related to the assassination be made public by October 2017. However, when the deadline came, then President Donald Trump approved the release of many documents but withheld thousands more at the request of intelligence agencies, citing concerns over national security. Trump promised transparency, stating, "I am doing this for full disclosure to bring to light all the facts surrounding this terrible event." Yet, his administration extended the secrecy of certain documents, frustrating historians, conspiracy theorists, and even members of the Kennedy family who continue to push for answers. In 2021, President Joe Biden delayed the release of the remaining records again, citing the COVID-19 pandemic and the need for further review. This has only deepened the mystery. What could possibly be so sensitive about an event that happened over 60 years ago? Could the documents confirm long-suspected conspiracy theories? Or do they contain information that implicates individuals or institutions still active today? The push for full disclosure remains strong, with many hoping these files will eventually shed light on one of America's darkest days. The question is, will we ever see the full truth, or will the secrets of November 22, 1963 remain locked away forever? Scene 9. The cultural impact. The assassination of John F. Kennedy was more than a political event. It was a cultural earthquake. It marked the end of post-war optimism and the beginning of an era defined by distrust in government and a fascination with conspiracies. From Oliver Stone's JFK to countless books and documentaries, the story of JFK's murder has captured the imagination of millions. It's a reminder of how one moment in history can alter the trajectory of an entire nation. Scene 10, the conclusion. So what do you think happened on November 22nd, 1963? Was Lee Harvey Oswald the lone gunman, or was he a scapegoat for a larger conspiracy? And perhaps most intriguingly, what's still hidden in the classified files? Will future presidents finally reveal the secrets locked in those documents, or will we continue to speculate? The assassination of John F. Kennedy remains one of the greatest mysteries in modern history, a story of power, betrayal, and the pursuit of truth. Here on Legends Unveiled, we explore the mysteries, myths, and unsolved cases that continue to captivate the world. Share your theories about the JFK assassination in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another dive into the unknown right here on Legends Unveiled.